Good morning. Well, actually, yeah, it is morning for me. Hi, baby. Good morning. He has been my rock through all of this, haven't you? I actually can't tell you how good it feels to pet my own cat with my left hand. Because for a while, like, it was just like me stroking his fur. Like, my hand didn't feel like my hand, but now I can actually like pet him and scratch him, and anyway, it feels nice. And those little things that I didn't even realize I was taking for granted. Huh, baby? So I actually had no intent on filming or vlogging or whatever you want to call this, my injury and how I'm recovering through quarantine and everything and how I'm handling it. I didn't know if I was going to. I kind of just had the idea last night too, because why the hell not? And it might help someone out there, because what, bitch? Girlfriend, if you have a class to be in, yeah, I'm in it right now. The world is changing. My hand is getting better every single day, and I'm so grateful. It has definitely came a long way from this being like this. This is when it was first broken. I didn't go to the hospital right away because honestly, I've never broken a bone before, and I didn't know I didn't know what it felt like. I didn't know what it looked like. I just knew that like something wasn't right. Let me just back up real quick, okay? So I fell off my longboard going downhill, and it wasn't even my longboard, to be honest with you. I was borrowing it from a friend to see if I wanted to purchase a longboard because I really enjoyed doing it. Yeah, so I borrowed it from a friend. I longboarded for maybe like 2 weeks, and I was getting really good at it. I just was going downhill and I didn't have anywhere to go. I couldn't break my fall with anything besides my body and the pavement. So I crushed my arm. I rolled over it, and yeah, long story short, I called my friend, had him pick me up, just drop me off home. At this point, everything with this pandemic was first going on, and I didn't want to go to the ER or the hospital because I'm like, okay, if nothing's wrong, if I don't have a broken bone, then I don't want to go to the hospital and risk being exposed to anything going on with this virus. I called my dad. My dad came over and he was like, girlfriend, this does not look okay. And I'm telling you, my dad will avoid going to the hospital or urgent care at all costs. And he's the type of guy who's like, it's okay, like, just walk it off, or whatever. But he was like, no, like, this does not look okay. So we made a couple phone calls and we were able to get in with my primary care doctor, and they were able to get direct referral to go get x-rays done. And my radius, you can see, is a smaller bone. You can see it has a fragment that is kind of missing, and then my ulna, the bigger bone, is completely not aligned. Yeah, your girl fucked up. Yeah. So they put me on a temporary splint and then sent me to the ER with a referral and everything. And I went to the ER. And then this is a video of me getting back from the ER that night. Well, I am finally home. I stuffed my face because I haven't ate since this morning. So I have a temporary cast on right now because they just popped my bone into place. And I'm gonna meet with the orthopedic tomorrow to see what future steps I need to take, and then hopefully surgery on Friday. But I am pretty exhausted. It's been a long day, and yeah. As it turned out, it wasn't the next day that I went and heard from the orthopedic. It took about a week for me to see the orthopedic and for me to get surgery. I don't want to say anything negative because I feel like I've been saying nothing but negative stuff, but I'm not doing great. I am doing fantastic! No, but really, I am not okay. But I am okay. I just don't want to put any more negative vibes out there. Just know that I'm trying to be tough. I'm trying to be strong, but your girl's hurt. Girl's hurt real bad. I think it just like put my life on pause. Like the pain wasn't like excruciating. Like obviously like it hurt. But the worst thing was just me feeling helpless and not being able to do anything. Man, I went to the ER earlier because there was a lot of swelling in my knuckles. You can kind of see it, how round my knuckles are. I feel like it's getting really tight in my cast, and at this point, that's what hurts the most, is because my arm isn't moving, so it can't hurt, but with the swelling, it pushes up against the cast, which pushes up against the injury, so it hurts, but I'm just trying to be tough. The universe is really testing me right now, testing my patience, and it's extremely frustrating. But at this point, like, I know there's nothing for me to do. Like reason it took so long is because with the virus, all elective surgeries got put on hold. Obviously, like, this is an essential surgery that needed to be done, but it just prolonged insurance being able to approve me, like, even meeting with my orthopedic and my doctor. So yeah, like, it just took a fucking week, longer than anticipated. So I had to be in that big, chunky white cast, and it just, that sucked so bad. But my whole life felt like it was on pause. At the time, my knee was really fucked. I'm pretty sure I tore something in my knee. It's fine now, but at first, like, it was very weak and fragile. I couldn't bend it and move it a certain way. It felt just unstable. And obviously, like, ligaments, you can't do anything about it. You just have to let them heal on their own. Well, I don't know. Ligaments don't really heal. But besides my point, my knee got better and I was able to move my body more. But besides that, I was at home just binge watching everything like I could possibly watch, just to distract myself and escape my reality of the pain that I was feeling. Only thing that really kept me together was journaling, reading books, and then I would sit outside in the sunshine and just meditate. And that was the only thing like keeping me together and getting sunshine, because I didn't feel like being active or moving, because every time I would just be in pain, and then my cast would start sweating and I would just be really uncomfortable in my own body. So I really didn't feel like doing anything besides like resting. And then I am not used to doing that. Like, I'm not used to staying still. I'm constantly working, doing something productive, and for me to just slow down like that, like, I had some really dark days that I'm scared to admit, but these are the challenges that we're going to face and the hardships that we're going to go through, is like getting through these dark days and just taking it one day at a time. And that's what I had to do. But I never experienced anything like that, mentally or physically, just being so debilitated, like me not being able to fend for myself, bathe myself, open a jar of pickles, make food. Like, I am constantly making myself food and cooking, and just all of a sudden turning into like helpless and asking people for help to help me with things. It wasn't what I was used to. But you know, obviously with all of this stuff, like, I've learned. Yeah, so your girl finally got surgery. Like a week later, I got surgery. Good morning. It's the morning after my surgery, and my arm had so much anesthesia in it. It was so numb pretty much the whole day yesterday, and until about 6 a.m. this morning is when I can move all my fingers. It's a little tender if I move my fingers right now, so I'm just trying to relax them. But I'm just glad to have feeling in them, and it was horrendous, let me tell you. Like, if you ever fallen asleep on your foot or your leg or your arm, and then like you're almost scared to get up because you know how much like tingling sensation it feels. Imagine that, like that tingling sensation of like all your nerves being activated, and like your arm de-thawing for 15 hours. I felt that in my arm. And when it finally went away, I was happy, but now I'm like feeling my bones moving, and this tenderness and soreness of like them just in there moving around. So I honestly don't know what is better. All I know is that I am beginning the healing process, and it's only going to get better from here. It's only going to get better from here, and this will make me stronger. Hear that, little guy? I'm trying to keep it elevated. Some life back in my hand. Doesn't look too hot right now. I remember the couple of days after surgery, my bones and my nerves, everything around my like wrist hurt so bad. One night I had to wake up every 4 to 5 hours because I couldn't sleep, to wake up and take my pain meds, because of like, I could not get through the night without taking them. That like, and just crying myself to sleep because of how much pain I was in. Oh my gosh, like, they, you know, imagine your bone just like settling for a week and then just clicking the restart button on your healing process, because they're just going in there and shifting everything. But yeah, there is a plate in my arm now that's kind of just holding it all together, heal back into place. It'll stay in there for the rest of my life unless there's any problems. But yeah, maybe 2.5 weeks after surgery, I had a telemed appointment, which was, I had a Zoom appointment with my doctor, and I was for the first time able to take off my bandages and see my arm for the first time after me breaking it. Looks skinnier.
Let me see the scar. Oh.
This is the first time my wrist and arm is seeing the light. It looks so scary. And I was waiting for this appointment for my doctor to tell me that, okay, maybe you can go back to work. And yeah, he told me you're not allowed to use your left arm unless you're lifting a fork. Do not use it unless you're able to go back to work and just use one hand, then you can't. And I'm like, oh my God, like, and I was so heartbroken because I was kind of waiting for this exact appointment for him to tell me the exact opposite, and I guess that's my fault for setting that expectation. But yeah, I was really let down because I was looking forward to hopefully going back to work and being productive, and instead of just taking time for myself and realizing like, okay, like you need this, like you need time to recover, like it is okay to take this time for you. But yeah, like later that night when I got in the shower, like I started turning up a little bit. Well, it's starting to hurt a little bit. The first time I've had my brace off, and fuck, I'm just starting to get really mad at myself, hurting myself is all, and I'm worried about getting back to work. I know I shouldn't be, but fucking running out of things to do. My wrist is so fucking weak right now. I'm trying not to be sad. I was really happy earlier. Now I'm pretty sad. Fucking sucks, man. Yeah, it was just hard, like, to have my arm feel so weak. Like, when I would go like this outside of the outside of this brace, obviously, like I just remember feeling my wrist feeling so weak and frail and like throbbing a little bit. And so now I have to wait another month. May 14th, I believe, I have another appointment with my doctor, and we're gonna take another x-ray to see how my arm is healing. But yeah, let me show you guys what it looks like now. Okay, yeah, this is what she looks like. For a while I haven't been able to move my thumb very much. Like, it hurt for me to go like this, but now I'm able to get a lot movement in my thumb, and I don't really have a lot of feeling in my thumb, like not complete feeling. Like when I rub it like this, it feels tingly. So I'm waiting for my thumb to feel normal. All my other fingers do. It's just my thumb is like taking a lot longer. My fingers still have like a really weird color to them compared to my other hand. Like, it looks very dark. But this is the scar and the bruising. The bruising has gotten a lot better, surprisingly. Yeah, they didn't even add stitches. They kind of just had tape holding together my skin, which is cool. I mean, whatever. Like, it still feels weak, but I'm able to like move it a lot more. I mean, every day it's getting better. He's like, you have to wear this brace 23 hours a day. I said, okay, doc, 23 hours a day it is. And yeah, I'm thankful that I'm not in a like a clunky cast, that I'm just in this brace that I can take off and shower. That's nice. I still cannot use my left arm unless it's for like, you know, scratching my face. I can finally put my hair in a ponytail. Like, before I couldn't even curl my hair, straighten my hair, or do anything. So I'm able to like do my hair and use my left hand more when it comes to like moving my fingers, my thumb. I didn't realize how important my thumb was. Like, even like picking up something, like if you don't have complete feeling in your thumb, then it's hard for you to grip something. I started running this week and haven't been able to run or do anything active. I've been dancing a lot more, just moving my body, doing more yoga, and obviously with a lot of variations. But yeah, I'm just counting the days, and each day is just getting better with my recovery, and I'm just kind of testing my body and seeing like I can do and what it's allowing me to do. But I'm so thankful for my body, how fast it's healing, and things could have gone a lot worse. I could have hit my head, you know, on the pavement. I could have gotten a concussion. I'm still healthy. I'm still taking care of myself, and like just showing a lot of gratitude for my body. But I don't know, my advice to anybody who's dealing with something, whether it's mental illness, whether it's an injury or something that is holding you back, along with, in addition to quarantine and with this isolation that's going on with coronavirus, you have to stay strong for yourself. This isn't permanent. This is only temporary. You have to think about the person that you want to be after this is all over. And me, like, I just wanted to be better. Like, I wanted this to make me stronger. I knew it would. I told myself every day, like, this will make me stronger. This will make me stronger. Like, the world, the universe will throw challenges at you, and it's there in their experiences, so they can just make you stronger. I promise you. Like, I know it sucks, but just think of the person you want to be after all of it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about my injury or what happened or the recovery or any questions, please feel free to comment or message me on Instagram. My Instagram is kacee.journey. But I love you guys so much. Please stay strong with this isolation. Communicate, talk to each other. This is the time to make connections more than ever. And also do things that you've always wanted to do. I know it's easy to get caught up in TV shows and Netflix and Hulu and TikTok and Instagram or whatever, but this is the most free time that you will ever have in a long time.